And we're back. Just sorry about being a bit late. My stomach was acting up for some reason. Yeah, I decided to change it to so that Power Wash Simulator is today and Black Mesa is tomorrow because I need to wake up at I need to be at work at 6. And now that the sound check has been done, I can just turn my headphones off. Actually, I'm gonna check the audio buttons in game, and then I'm gonna check my sound check. But yeah, without further ado, let's get back into the game. I decided that I'm just gonna do some buildings today. I already got the fire department rolled up, and I should be getting the audio for the stream. Why is this glowing? Sure, let's start there. Okay, the game audio can be bumped up. Let's do it like that. That. Oh wow! I really need to bump up the audio. No wonder. Why was some games just are so loud that you cannot hear anything, and then other games just you hear. Not that there's that much any sound effects to listen to. It's just spraying of water. I mean, I was okay. I think I can figure it out. Hold on. Options, audio. Yeah, I think that was the problem. And the other problem is that I'm not listening with my headphones. Actually, there's something different going on. What's going on? Good thing that I extended the sound check because for some reason the game you're not getting any game audio. What's going on? Wait, is it that? Oh my god, that's definitely it, wasn't it? Holy shit, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, it was it. There was a... Now I feel like I need to repeat the last 2 streams. Because there was one setting that wasn't turned on, apparently, and it... there's the game capture audio, game capture gain, and then there's another setting for desktop audio, and I had turned that off, the desktop audio off, so that I would bleed any extra audio from somewhere else that might be getting through. But apparently, because it's stupid. Like, why does it even work like that? It's kind of stupid. That would explain why the last couple of streams did I have much less people, much less viewers than my normal usual. Why are the doors glowing? Not that my normal amount of viewers isn't just that much either, but still it does explain quite a lot. So I'm guessing ever since Noita's stream, people haven't been hearing... Aww. There we go. Yes, I think it was Noita's stream when I turned that off. I haven't checked the previous streams yet, so I do not know. Damn, that sucks. And I did have chatters, but no one actually said anything about the audio. That's weird. The Ultrakill stream definitely still had the audio. I had a couple of people who have definitely told me that there was no audio. So when did I turn that off? Something to keep in mind. Something to learn from. Can expect a reflection from someone who has been doing this for less than 3 weeks. Yeah, I know I started more than 4 weeks ago, but the amount of streams they are just from less than 3 weeks. But this is nice. Probably need to tell that the audio will be fucked, but in the description that the audio is fucked for a bit, but it will get fixed. Because the way that I stream this right now, I literally have no way of telling other than just doing my own stream to see what other people see. And normally I get rid of my soundcheck headphones because they need to get charged for later. fact, I'm gonna go throw my sound check setup right now. Definitely gonna have to keep the sound check going on until I start the game. That's something that I gotta do. But a lesson learned. Anyways, why did that just... Oh, I see that, yeah. Now, why does it lag sometimes? Like this. Is it just a raw priming calculations or something? I don't know. Then I can wait for for the computer upgrade. I might be getting a bit of a bonus later this month, and if I do get it, then it's gonna be like I'm gonna just put everything from that into just better PC. Not just because of streaming, no, I'm not really expecting that much from this at all, but because my computer, it's dying, it's currently dying, it's been dying for a while now. So and I haven't been able to allocate our funds to get it upgraded. I need to build a completely new PC because the one I currently have is a pre-built and doesn't have any the motherboard. Not is it motherboard? It might be motherboard. It's the one that every component knows, right? It's set up so that it's basically impossible to just upgrade individual parts. Like I can add an SSD to it, and that's about it. And why are the doors glowing again? So I have to build a computer when I want to upgrade next. Yeah, it might be that I just do the fire department today. Because again, I gotta wake up so that I can get to work at 6. And there are no buses that get there in time, so I have to get going by Definitely feels like it's the dirt calculations or something that are causing the lag, because as soon as I get over the pathway point, it just smooths out. Hoping that the AV assembly stream actually at least has the music that I had on from Spotify playing. I had it as separate audio source, but at this point I just don't know. I should have checked. I shouldn't have just trusted. You never trust technology until you dealt with it for 5 years, and then you can start to have a sigh of relief. Get some coffee. But tomorrow is Friday, so I can make the stream extra long. We just got to the unethical practices, or what was the chapter called? I forgot. But we got to the science labs last time, and I think that's there's a pretty good stretch of game from there. Also, that's part of the game that I haven't seen actually in a while. There was actually a study about this game like a year ago, or even 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. And they just asked people to load up the game in this study version, which seemingly had nothing different about it. It just occasionally popped up and asked how satisfied you are with or how calm or something like that. And I think what they actually did with the game, I actually didn't fully read the study, so I don't know what the full methodology was. But I think they actually increased the lag artificially in the game to test how patient gamers can be with something like this. And I'll be real. Even when there was like a half a second pauses between every single frame, I was playing the game for like hours. And for that, I got this. Oops, sorry about that. I got this couple. I got this skin, and then there's the clothing, of course. What? Okay, yeah, I already had it. Yeah, these gloves. Oh, oh, for everyone now. Oh, sweet. Didn't realize they offer it for everyone. Yeah, but it was, or originally it was just for the people who participated in the study. And I was one of them. There is my data in that study. Which is not as impressive as my own, as doing your own study. Which I actually have done. Well, it was a thesis, not a study. It was a thesis in the form of a study. I should just get up in the roof. First get this done and then go to the roof. And there. Hehehe. Once again, I avoided ladders. Oh. It's a good thing that I actually checked what the gameplay audio sounds like. Because just 3 streams is bad enough, having no gameplay audio. But wait, that doesn't make sense. I had people in the Nota stream asking about what I knew about the game, but if no one mentioned that there was no audio. It's really confusing because I don't know what. But I'm gonna keep that one option on unless there's like actually something that I should be muting from the background. But that's gonna be paid game by game basis and not on universal setting. wondering why the heavy assembly stream had so little views. Because even though it's one of the lesser popular games in this channel, again, I am fully aware that my numbers are really low. I think I still see some trends. Heavy assembly isn't. Power Wash Simulator is actually the least popular, even though there's only been. This is the second one, but every single other game, they all have much better viewership, better viewer retention, more reviews. So I was just already wondering, like, why is it so bad? Why is the door? I have something on that makes some. It's getting annoying. Gameplay, general. Woo! Come on. Don't tell me I'm stuck here. There we go. I really like doing it like this, spinning around, getting it slowly done. Spinning is a neat trick, you know, as the old adage says. Just stop glowing. Thanks. Sit stop. Alright, I'll do it. There. You happy? found you. Get back here. Why do they let me get over all the way over here? Up. 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 I wonder when the power wash simulator 2 is coming out. That would be fun. Hopefully after I get my computer fixed. There. That's done. I gotta get some of this coffee right now. This needs a boost of energy. Wow, that was forgiving. Sometimes there's like a billion pixels of dirt inside the geometry, and you just have to hope that the RNG on the spray actually gets it. But there was still visible crime, and it still like gave it to me. I guess Markiplier also noticed that on this level. Oh. Oh, that's what. How about this side? Now we get to the top and then go back down. Up. So it's really bad here. great. So the Switch 2 came out and it seems to have some opinions. I feel that most people who have it are positive about it. But that price point is definitely hurting it. There's no way around it. I was thinking about getting a Switch 2, but that's gonna be an actual investment at this point. Which is a shame, because the real reason why I got my own Switch, normal Switch, is because I saw the trailer for Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime Trilogy is my favorite game ever. So I bought the Switch because I thought that Metroid Prime 4 is going to go on Switch. But now it's going to Switch 2, which is fine. It just means that I have to wait a bit further until I can actually afford it. It does look good, in my opinion. from what I've seen of it. I think the mouse thing is gonna be quite interesting, how it's gonna play out in the game. But it's still weird that there's just one game, one launch title for the Switch 2. And I get it, you basically also have every single game you can buy on Switch, or you already have on Switch. You can just download it on Switch 2. But it's still weird. Didn't Switch 1 have Mario Odyssey on it? As a launch title? So yeah, definitely wish it was cheaper, definitely wish the games were cheaper, but protesting is not going to change Nintendo's mind. Only actual sales are going to change that, and as long as they can make a profit with the current price, they're not going to change it at all. You can scream about it on Twitter all you want, but it's not going to do anything. Even though Nintendo is actually one of my favorite gaming companies, mostly because, well, Sony like barely makes. There really isn't any reason to buy an Xbox or PlayStation at this point, in my opinion. There's basically no console exclusives for either of them. Microsoft is Microsoft. I don't really care about them as a company all that much. Like, just fucking fix the Windows OS and that's all I ask. And Sony just is weird. There's just something weird about Sony. So all you're really left is Nintendo and Steam. And while Steam doesn't make games anymore, well, very slowly they do make games still. And it's definitely a problem that Steam has such a good monopoly on the PC gaming. It still is capable of giving a pretty good product. Steam isn't really that bad. You can find things to complain about it, but compared to like what Origin Store and Epic Store, there's just no comparison between Steam and the other options. The main problem is that that there just isn't better options for PC gaming other than Steam. Well, there is an option, but it's not the one that most consumers will like. It's the indie option. There's so many good indie games out there that just don't get the light of day because they don't have a Steam release. And it's basically a miracle whenever a indie game gets to grow as big as it does. And there's a reason why people do actually, smaller game creators, they do want a Steam release too. It's because Steam is just a good way of reaching people. It has good brand recognition. It's everyone knows it. Everyone knows how to use it. You don't have to do anything weird. You can certainly do a lot of weird stuff with Steam if you want, but it's not necessary. You can just download the games and play the games, and it will be fine. I think it speaks quite a lot about Epic Game Stories, when like the only reason I even have Epic Game Store is because of the free games that it offers, and I still don't even use it. Like seriously, if you have to bribe your customers to use your product in a way like that, your product is just not that good. And I'm aware that there's also obviously like this. The problem with a lot of PC games is that it's the Dvorak syndrome. There's a lot of like problems people have with PC gaming that really don't translate to normal users that much. You know, how Dvorak, one of the good things, so to speak, about Dvorak is that your fingers travel less during a year on your keyboard than on WASD. But like, who cares? How much does that actually matter? That's the problem here. I'm not really going to learn a completely new typeface just to you know, so that my fingers move a little less. No, I'm not gonna do that. Whenever you talk about like things like video games, it's good to keep in mind that small guys, people who don't know all about the little scripts that you can use on your computer to make your games run that bit faster or whatever, you know. The normies, they are just as the people as you are, and they play games, and they're most of the people who play the games. It's just the way it is, and that's how it's always going to be. And honestly, it's fine. Just a little rant there about video games. That's dirty. Oh, that actually works. What the fuck? First time I've ever used this for anything, actually. The spinning muzzle. I feel in real life it's just too powerful, you know? Like it feels like it's gonna tear off the paint from your car or something like that. Oh. nice. All toppers. Where? That's cladding. That's trim. Where's the base? Give me some triple. Up. And spotlight. That's a light, not a spotlight. And there. Fruits of our labor. Yeah, apologies, I gotta go deep because I have an early morning tomorrow, so I have to make sure that I get some actual sleep. So I would have gone, otherwise I would have gone further, but oh, now I remember why I turned it off. It's because the audio bleeds. That's why I turned it off. Yeah, there was some audio issues early in the stream. Yeah, now I remember. AV assembly, it never turns off the audio when you alt tab out of it. So I just to make sure that everything was just clean, I made it so that I just turned off the desktop audio, which apparently makes it so that all of the game audio turns off, even though there's a separate game capture gain slider here. So that's why it was gone in there. There was no audio in the start of the stream for the game. But yeah, gonna do deep. But tomorrow is gonna be Black Mesa, and I'm gonna make it longer than usual. I haven't had a maybe you can actually break away from the sub 2 hour marks. But yeah, that's the plan that's gonna stay here. And of course, on the Saturday there's going to be the usual Ultra Kill stream. But with that, see ya.